We hit the bottom of the third in this quick-moving game from Eaton. The Beat Diggers nothing, the Eaton Reds nothing. And Gregory Maris will be facing Keenan Hall, the right-handed hitting center fielder, 8-9-1 for Eaton. Hall hitting with an open stance from the right side. Line by Maris, the pitch. Ooh, that fastball nearly clipped him up and in. Hall did a nice job of getting out of the way. It's 1 ball, no strikes. And the Reds that made 1 or 2 or even 3 runs make it seem like it's 10. That pitching and defense is very good, and that is over but low. The fastball, 2-0. Now Maris has got to settle down here. This is the point when you fall behind because he's been ahead of virtually every hitter. 2-0. Swung on and line to right field, coming on and playing it on a hop is going to be Jesus Cardenas. That's a base hit for Keenan Hall, the third by Eaton, and the second leadoff single in as many innings. Here's the DH, Bryce Dyer, another right-handed hitter. Both teams only have one lefty in the lineup, Ken Garcia for Brush and Seth Jackson for Eaton, the stretch. Maris delivers. Fastball is well outside. He had that left shoulder fly open. 1 ball and no strikes. Eaton had the base runner on in the first, and Seth Jackson, he was at second, I should say, the pitch. And that is a little bit low in a way, 2-0. In fact, there has not been a 1-2-3 inning yet. And there won't be until at least the fourth. 2 balls and no strikes to Dyer. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and fouled back. One with the heat again. It's 2-1. But Maris is certainly in a danger zone right now only because he has fallen behind the first 2 hitters and gave up a base hit to Hall in the third, the stretch. And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, foul back, challenged him again. The count is at 2-2. Your one-stop center for projects around your home office or yard is Ackley Building Center. Ackley Building Center, 1402 Mill Street in Brush. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Curveball swing and a miss, and it was foul-tipped maybe into the glove of Blake. He showed the umpire the ball, and there's 1 down. Strikeout number 3. For Gregory Maris.
Third baseman, number 1, Alex Flores.
Maris really began the bottom of the first looking like Bob Gibson. He struck out this hitter coming up, Alex Flores and Weston Hager on 3 pitches. As Flores steps in from the right side with an open stance. Let's see if Keenan Hall tries to run anytime soon. About a 2-step lead. The pitch swung on and fouled off to the right. 0-1 to the Eaton third baseman. Yeah, one of the goals for many teams when they face Eaton is just being competitive, and that's what the Beat Diggers are so far. Not only are they competitive, they're right now in a scoreless game. Blake lays down the sign, the stretch. Looking in. Pitch to Flores. Swung on and grounded foul up the third base side. The count goes to 0-2. And the one thing that's very positive about Maris, even though he began this inning a little bit shaky, is that breaking ball is working very well. And if that becomes his out pitch, not only in this game, but throughout the season, then the Beat Diggers are going to have a solid 3-man rotation with all underclassmen. 0-2 to Alex Flores, 2-step lead for Hall at first. And the pitch. And it looked like he swung a little bit foul up the first baseline. I don't know if he was trying to get out of the way, but either way, it resulted in a foul ball. Yeah, one of those where you turn your body and the ball hits the bat. So it stays at 0-2. Well, let's see if Maris this time decides to go with a bender. That curveball's worked well in this game. Short lead at first for Hall. And the 0-2 pitch. And that curveball nearly hit him off the glove of Blake, and it's all the way to the screen. And to second is Hall with a wide turn. And now Eaton is a man in scoring position, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And we'll call that a pass ball, a tough one, but it certainly got to Blake, and it looked like he didn't have that glove out to his left far enough. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Flores calls time. The Reds on Tuesday beat up the Strasburg Indians 12-0. That was preceded by the 18-1 victory over Platte Valley last Saturday. Head coach Jim Danley's 700th career victory. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. No score in the third. And the pitch to Flores. Outside with a breaking ball. 2-2. 3 hits in the game for Eaton, 1 in each inning. The Bay Diggers have a single in the second from Ken Garcia. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded up the middle. Shortstop Whaler dives to his left, gets up, throws to first in time, and retired. Oh, they call him safe? Oh, that is an atrocious call. That is an atrocious call. I mean, he was out by 2 steps. Oh, Mark Moniz is going to go out there. I cannot believe they called him safe. That is a horrible, horrible call. I mean, I don't care what angle you saw that from. Alex Flores was clearly out. Oh, but you cannot rob the Beat Diggers of that out. And Mark Moniz spoke to him for 2 seconds. Let me tell you, that is an atrocious call. That'll be a base hit. I mean, that wasn't even close. That's the joke of it. Here's Weston Hager, who struck out in the first. I mean, that was not even close. I mean, there's no way to look at that. He was out at least a step and a half. Boy, that is horrible. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. There should be 2 outs and a runner at third. Swung on and popped foul and off to the right. I mean, in a game this close, this early, you cannot make such a horrible call. Cargill Meat Solutions takes as much pride in the community just as they do in the products they provide to their consumers. Cargill Meat Solutions, part of the KSIR B106 scholarship program. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at the corners. Hager did strike out in the first inning. The stretch. And the offering runner going, swung on and grounded into left field for a base hit. Scoring easily as Hall, a wide turn for Flores. And now the ball goes through the left fielder, Shea Hansen. That's going to allow Flores to round third and score. Into second is going to be Weston Hager. It'll be a single, an RBI, and an error by the Beat Digger left fielder. And Eaton now leads 2-0. But I'm sorry, I go back to that call, that atrocious call before that. And these things, it's a domino effect. You can not give Eaton an extra out, and that includes the umpires. There's Seth Jackson, who doubled. I mean, that's going to eat away at the Beat Diggers. Maybe throughout the game, the pitch, the breaking ball is down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. I'm sure Brush has no problem seeing this as a 1-0 game, certainly as a 2-0. At second is Hager. And the offering. And the curveball is just outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, I mean, eventually, I'm sure the Beat Diggers will get through that error. The fastball is high. The question is to figure out is what did the umpire see from his angle that it was safe. The foot was on the bag. The throw beat Flores in time. 3-0. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Waiter to his left. Into center field for a base hit. Hager is going to round third. The throw towards the plate will be cut off anyway. And it's an RBI single for Seth Jackson, the 4th hit of the inning. And Eaton now leads 3-0. That'll bring up Tyler Bott.
Catcher number 4, Tyler Bott.
Bott popped to center to end the first. Jackson's got some speed over there at first, a 3-step lead, and the pitch. Fastball is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. to the Eaton catcher. Maris looks in. And the 1-0 swung on line into left field for a base hit. Hansen's going to run all the way to his right to backhand it. Rounding second is Jackson. He's into third, and that is the 5th hit of the inning off Gregory Maris. Runners at the corners, and 1 out now for Trent Zig.
Bench running for the catcher, number 3, Dallas Schreiber.
Dallas Schreiber is the runner for Tyler Bont. So now the Reds are taking advantage of an additional outs granted to them. Still only 1 out here in the third. That is 4 in a row that have reached throw to first off line. Garcia snags it up the first base side. 7 hits in the game for the Reds, and 5 in this frame. Time is called by Trevor Blake. At 502 Ensign in downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all of your appliance needs is B&B Appliance, a member of the Brand Source retail program. Big lead over there for Schreiber. The pitch in the dirt, blocked by Blake. 1 ball and no strikes. With Dante Foose on deck. And the 1-0 offering. Well outside. Another fastball backhanded by the Beat Digger catcher, 2-0. And this is where the Beat Diggers have got to show their composure. And there might have been a very, very questionable call, but the Reds are starting to earn these runs with all these base hits. 3 legitimate base hits in a row, and they were all hit pretty hard. And the offering in the dirt, and it gets away from Blake to his right. Advancing to second on the wild pitch is Schreiber. Staying at third is Jackson. Now it's 3-0. And now the Beat Diggers are maybe 1 big hit away from having this game get completely away from them, as they trail 3-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Jackson at third, Schreiber at second, 3-0 to Trent Zig. Stretch and pitch, and that fastball is upstairs. And it's a walk. And the bases are loaded for Dante Foose, who gave the ball a ride in the second inning, and it was caught by Christian Baez in the gap, and he turned a double play, doubling up Sig at first base. And here comes pitching coach John Hirschfeld to talk to his right-hander, just to settle him down. I mean, you wonder how much Maris was affected by the safe call at first base. Obviously, something happened, because since then, he's given up RBI singles to Hager and Jackson, a single to Tyler Bont, and now he walks Sig on just 4 pitches. And the Reds are a very aggressive team that have been very smart in these situations.
Right fielder, number 17, Dante.
So here is Foose with the bases loaded, 3 in the bottom of the third for the Reds in this 3-0 game. The Beat Diggers also committed an error in this inning. That certainly didn't help. And the pitch swung on and driven into deep right center field. Going to his right is Cardenas. He's underneath the baseball, makes the catch. Jackson will tag from third. He will score. Schreiber from second to third on the sacrifice fly by Dante Foose. Eaton now leads 4-0. Let me tell you, the wind kind of knocked that ball down, but it was still hit deep enough for the sac fly.
First baseman number 9, Corey Dyer.
Here's Corey Dyer, who grounded to third to end the second. Excellent base running by Schreiber, realizing that the ball was hit deep enough for him to advance to third. Runners at the corners, 2 down. The pitch swung on, grounded left side. Shortstop Whaler to his right, throws to second for the force, and the inning is over. However, Eaton scores 4 times. They do it on 5 base hit, bigger error, and 2 men left. Let's head to the 4th inning. Eaton 4, Brush nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.